What's up, everybody? It's Mods Cage Radio. All right, here's the deal. We were going to do a fucking show with the project. I set every fucking thing up, and everything was kosher. I should probably go close the door and shit, like, so there's less traffic noise and shit in the background so you guys can hear better. So why don't we do that first, and then we'll fucking get the show started, all right? So hold on a second. All right, so basically my computer over here wants to restart. My computer wants to restart every fucking 4 seconds because Windows wants to do a gay-ass update. So, basically, what I was saying is the project and I were going to do a fucking show, and then I guess he just fucking totally forgot. He was allegedly sleeping. So he's kicked off the show for today. I thought we were going to do a show. I thought I was just going to do some stand-up comedy and entertain you guys. But now I'm going to have to try to pull off a fucking show. I'm just going to fucking wing it. I don't even care. So I should have fixed the camera so it's just on me because I'm pretty fucking tight. So let's do this. Let's start with this, okay? Hold on. Let's see if we can do this. All right, so anyway.
Hey, what's up, Mod?
Hey, brother, you're on the air right now. The project, stood me up for a show and whatnot, so I needed somebody to call, and I figured there's no better topic than our man, Sergio Salcido. And you sent me a text yesterday with some updated news, but let's break it down from the beginning for those that don't know. What went down Monday morning?
Monday morning, pretty much, Sergio was going into work. You know, he lives down in Mexico. In Playas, the beaches of Tijuana. Information I got right now is him and his buddy was crossing over. They go early in the morning because if you go too late during the day, you know, about 6 o'clock, it gets really packed, so it takes them like an hour to cross. So they choose to go over about 3 o'clock or so, and then they sleep in their truck, and then they head out to work. So, the story I'm hearing is that they were just waiting in line, and some hooded punk or whatever, you know, came up, and Sergio's side, they said they saw him creeping up from behind, the witnesses, and shot them both. Blank.
Yeah, now it said it was like 2:40 in the morning, and then I read some reports where I guess they would take a nap before work, but they didn't want to get stuck in that line.
That's exactly what they do. Yeah, I've known them to do that in the past. So obviously the person knew their schedule, knew what they were doing, and most likely targeted them that way, knew where they were going to be at, and set them up that way.
That's unfortunate. Okay, so basically you've been with friends and family. It's been a very difficult time. There's a lot of press out there about this, that, and the other thing. One of the main things that they said is they had drugs on him, and you were adamant that Sergio was not a drug user. So would you like to clear his name? Take the floor, my man.
Definitely would, man. I've known Sergio since he was 19 years old. I've never seen the kid do a drop of drugs in his life. Sergio didn't do drugs. Sergio didn't deal drugs. They were mistaken. And now there's the new, they've come out, the general attorney and the consulate have all come out and said that it was not drug-orientated. They even came out to say that I guess they found what they thought was marijuana in Sergio's pocket, a little bit of marijuana, and now they've even retracted that it wasn't even marijuana. So just as I thought, it was nothing to do with drugs. These are two good guys, man, working, trying to make a living, you know. It was nothing to do with that. I was very upset. I'm still very upset with the media, you know. They took something and ran with it, and they put Sergio in a light. Everybody in a bad light. Everybody's going to not hear the follow-up stories as much as we're going to hear the first story, and that's what they're going to think of the guy. And they were wrong. They should have never. They were on the wrong path. They were on the wrong path. When I heard what happened, I knew in my mind probably what happened. I wanted to hope it was just a random act, you know, maybe something like went down on the road, maybe a road situation or something, confrontation gone wrong. But I knew Sergio had problems in the past with a guy that he fought at the park, maybe back in January or so, beat the guy up pretty good, and the guy did threaten Sergio that he was going to kill him. And I was very upset about the news media, how they tried to play it off as the drug cartels and these guys were possible drug mules, possible informants or whatever. It just bad taste in my mouth, you know, and I'm really upset with the media that they ran that way. I'm very thankful that more has came out now and that they are repainting, you know, the story, and they're making it up a little bit by letting everybody know that it didn't have anything to do with drugs and anything like that. But I'm still pissed off that they put it in that light in the first place without even knowing, you know.
Absolutely. I thought at first, because you were adamant about it, and I thought to myself, well, you know what? They may just be so damn lazy down there that it's so much easier just to push it off on a drug cartel, on another drug murder, than to actually have to do some work. Like, it seems like it's much easier just to, like, hey, we'll just blame it on the drug cartel. It works.
That's exactly what I was thinking, too.
Okay.
And then each media just took off
right.
with it, you know, and then it just painted the bad picture, put them in a bad spotlight, you know, and it was just not right, you know.
Okay, now another thing was James from Parts Unknown, my man, who is on the Not So Happy Hour, and he writes on my website. He put up a quick story for us on Monday, and I guess he quoted the fallen angel as saying that he was expecting a baby, and then you posted something up on Cage Radio that said you had no knowledge of that. Is that still the case?
That is still the case. There's no knowledge of his girlfriend being pregnant. I think that's some misinformation, and I'm not really try to keep my wordings right here. I'm not happy with the fallen angel at this point in time right now.
Okay.
I think I read his MMA Junkie interview, and I don't know why he blamed the MMA community. I think he was very misinformed why Sergio was in Mexico, and I think he just kind of spoke out of context.
Okay. Well,
I personally know him and Sergio are friends. I don't know if they talked on a daily basis like I did. For him to come out and say he was Sergio's role model, Sergio's best friend, it just seems like it's kind of, I don't know what he wrote on there, to be honest, Mats. I like the fallen angel and everything. I'm just a little upset that he blamed the MMA community. Sergio wasn't in Mexico because the MMA community wasn't helping him. Sergio, what a lot of people don't know is Sergio has dual citizenship. Sergio was born in Tijuana.
Right.
Sergio is a Mexican citizen and a United States citizen. Sergio has family in Mexico. Sergio chose to live in Mexico. He liked living in Mexico. He liked it. He did. You know, he wasn't forced down there because of sponsors not helping him out. He wasn't forced down there because of people not making good on fights and things like that. He was living on a couch in San Diego paying $600 a month. The kid wanted to save a little money and make better, you know. He was all about clocking dollars and saving so he could save up for the things he wanted, you know, and to have a better life for himself. He chose to live in Mexico. MMA didn't push him down to Mexico.
Okay.
And now I read the comments on the MMA Junkie, you know, and the picture that Dominique painted in his article there, those people are, you know, well, he was 4 and 5, maybe he should have gave up and all this stuff and everything. And then on top of with, you know, it almost turned the MMA community against him, you know. I know it surely turned them against Dominique, the comments on there, you know. It had nothing to do with MMA. It had nothing to do with drugs, just as much as it had nothing to do with MMA.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I appreciate you clearing that up. I thought that was pretty over the top, but, you know, the Fallen Angels...
It was almost, I want to get the word right. It was almost, to me, it was almost like self-promotion, you know? Like, I know Dominique has the things about the companies, you know, a lot of derogatory things to say.
Oh, snap. Bullet lives in Bakersfield, so let's call him back real quick. The calls always drop where Bullet lives.
Hey, can't come to the phone. Leave a message.
Yeah, Bullet dropped out, but I'm sure he'll call us back. But very tragic story. But, yeah, if you haven't had a chance to read the article on MMA Junkie, that's basically what went down. The Fallen Angel kind of blames the MMA community for failing to support the guys that haven't made it yet. You know, they give money to the guys that have made it that don't need it, and not to the guys that need it. So that was basically his take on that whole thing. So anyway, we're just winging it here. I'm at the lab. If you guys are just joining us. The project, he didn't show up, okay? Basically, he fucked off our show, and I guess he was taking a nap to rest that pretty pasty skin of his. So now you know why he doesn't have... all my dogs are trying to kill people. So anyway, I'll tell you guys the story that I was going to tell you guys in the pregame. Anyway, the Masters was on while we wait for Bullet. We can try to call him back here in a second, because I want to hear the rest of the story. But basically, I have 3 pit bulls, and I have 2 full-grown pit bulls and a little puppy pit bull. And the little puppy pit bull, who's kind of sick right now, he's been throwing up and whatnot. He's not feeling too good. He basically got into some food that he probably shouldn't have got into and ate way too much of it. So anyway, here's Bullet again. Okay, I know. I was just explaining to everybody where you live. It drops out and whatnot. So anyway.
No, actually, Mott, I'm sorry. It's my phone. I've been on it so much, and I haven't had a charger on it, so it actually died on me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the drop call. But no, what I was talking about, I don't want Dominique mad at me. I like Dominique. You know, I know he's your boy and everything like that. But it kind of the way that he threw MMA into it, kind of blaming MMA, it kind of put Sergio in a bad perspective for the MMA community, where I read a lot of the comments on there about him. Well, if he was 4 and 5, who's going to sponsor him and everything like that, as is and everything. And when I started reading the article a little bit more, it almost like Dominique was talking about himself and trying to get satisfaction for him not getting the sponsorships, him not getting the fights and the things like that, almost like he was using it for a self-promotion kind of thing, using Sergio's name, which I'm sure he wasn't at heart, you know. He wasn't at heart. He was just trying to get a story across. But I've heard it from Dominique a number of times, you know. Oh, they only help these people. They don't want to ever help the little guys and stuff like that. And I just wish he really wouldn't have went into that context with it without knowing what actually happened. And even Dominique, I read somewhere else where he says that, you know, it was a road confrontation, which I really wish it was, but I don't believe it was a road confrontation. I don't know how he got that information where he got in an argument with somebody on the road and the guy bop, but it's not looking that way. It's looking like Sergio made an enemy through a fight that happened back January, I think it was, and this guy made good on his promise.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
That's, you know, I had, when I heard it happened, my buddy Chris, I was supposed to go this weekend. I was supposed to be in Mexico this weekend, down to see Sergio. I was supposed to be there last weekend for Akbar's fight, and I said, well, I'll come this weekend as is. And my buddy Chris Downham, who's an MMA fighter as well, jiu-jitsu practitioner, he was going to go as well, and I told Chris, well, if you're going to go, I will go with you. Well, Chris stood me up and actually went. And Chris actually got dropped. Sergio took Chris to the border at 12 o'clock that night and dropped him off. And the thing is what people don't know is that I think Kevin was at the fight when Sergio beat up the guy. And the story that I'm hearing from the girlfriend is that Kevin was involved in the situation when the fight happened. So I don't know if they both were targeted for that reason, but I know Sergio did tell me that the guy threatened to kill him in the back of the police car when they were being taken to the police station. And my buddy Chris, who was down there this weekend, said Sergio was showing a lot of concerns talking about the guy, and he could tell Sergio had a little fear in him. And Sergio ain't really a fearful guy. He lives in the moment, you know what I mean? He's pretty much, if he's in a fight 1 minute, he's in an argument, it's over and done, and he completely forgets about it. But my buddy Chris basically said that he could tell that Sergio was worried.
Wow. That's unfortunate. It's a truly tragic story.
It is, and I think more and more will come out as, you know, when the fight actually happened and he beat the guy up. I'm hearing some conflicting stories right now. I'm hearing it was about his girlfriend. I'm hearing there was a love triangle thing there that the news is trying to spin right now. But basically what I know at this point in time is that some guy was getting disrespectful with Sergio's girlfriend, and Sergio didn't stand for it. And what I hear is Kevin possibly was instigating the situation for Sergio to make the guy stop, and I don't know what's going to come back on me talking like this and things like that, but what I hear is that the other side of the family, Kevin's side, which is a very sad situation, I really wish both families would come together, but I hear their side is blaming Sergio's girlfriend for the situation, and you know, she's here in Bakersfield now with Sergio's family and everything, getting ready for the memorial and everything, and she's very upset and stuff. But I truly believe that that person came back and made good on his threats.
Wow. Well, yeah, it's been reported every which way. Fox News, I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. That shit was just crazy, the way they were portraying it. Like, these guys are drug mules and this, that, and the other thing. And I knew that couldn't be. Yeah, I don't know everybody as well as I know everybody, but I'm pretty sure that kid was not a drug mule.
The kid had no gang relation. The kid had no drug use.
He didn't even really talk street, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't have that street lingo.
He was not. He was not. You know what I mean? He was a good kid.
Yeah.
He was from a good family. He was well-liked. He had his quirks about him. You know what I mean? Sergio had his quirks. He was a hard head and everything like that. But I seen the kid grow from the time he was 19 to 25. And what I liked about the kid so much is that he reminded me a lot of myself. Somebody said something to me when I was a kid. It was on and popping. I was the kind of person, if he didn't start no shit, there wouldn't be no shit.
Right.
And who would get in trouble? I would get in trouble.
Right.
I would be the one to get in trouble. I saw Sergio grow throughout the years, you know, and that's, you know, what I liked about him so much. He was a no bullshit kind of guy. He said what he was going to do. He would help anybody. He'd give you his last dollar. He would, you know, buy you whatever you want. You know, he was just a good friend. He was a genuine person, you know, and I believe I'm a genuine person. You know, you see what you get, and Sergio wasn't wrapped up in no drugs. He wasn't running with the wrong people or anything like that. I just think he got in a conversation with a bad person, and it came back to bite him in the ass.
Truly unfortunate. All right. Well, tell me about the memorial that's going down April 15th, I believe. Tell me about that.
Definitely. His sister and his brother-in-law actually, they did cremate Sergio. He was cremated.
Okay.
And I just got word that his mom and his sister and his girlfriend got back yesterday. And I talked to his brother-in-law today, and Sergio is back in Bakersfield right now. I'm actually going to go see him tomorrow. He's with his mom. He has been cremated. The memorial is set up for the Patino Hall in Bakersfield, California, located at 425 30th Street on April 15th at 5 p.m. Everyone's welcome. We appreciate anyone that comes out and shows their condolences and their prayers. And we just want to get as many people there to show that Sergio was loved, respected, and just to support the family, most of all.
Absolutely. Well, Bullet, I know it's been tough. I know you've been, cleaning up the story for Sergio. You're a good person. I truly appreciate you taking time with me here on Cage Radio. Anybody you want to shout out before I let you go, my man, or anything you want to say?
Yeah, I'd like to say a little more. Mott, you have been there from the get-go. You know, you have offered your help. You're getting the story out when no one else was getting the story out. I want to say to Dominique, you're my boy and everything, you know. I hope I haven't pissed you off too much. I'm just telling what I know and everything like that, and I think you were really misinformed, and you spoke out of context when it didn't need to be spoken until everything is really said and done. And it didn't have anything to do with the MMA community. I want to let the MMA community know that. Sergio loved the sport of MMA. You know, he was making it. He fell on a couple hard times, on a couple hard fights, you know. Took a couple fights that he shouldn't have taken, you know. But he was struggling a little bit, needed a paycheck, you know, and things like that. But he was still working hard. He did start his pro boxing career down in Mexico. He went actually 3-0 in pro boxing down there. He was working with a great gym in that area. He was working with great people. He had great people surrounding him, and it's just a tragic loss. And first of all, I'd like to give thanks to you, Mott, Cage Radio. I'd like to give thanks to Chris over at funews.net. I'd like to give thanks to Eddie at Visalia MMA Gear. I hear Eddie's going to put a package together, going to do a little donation thing. Anybody who would like to help the family with any cause, they can contact me. I'm sure Mott can relay my number. It's 661-301-3482, or they can contact me on Facebook, Robert Breslin. And we would just like to have everyone who ever known Sergio, whoever cared for Sergio, who liked him like I did. I loved him like a brother. I know he's got a lot of friends from all the people in the community. My phone has not stopped ringing since the day it's happened, and I just know the kid was well liked, and we would love to have you out and honor Sergio if you could make it on the 15th.
All right, fantastic. We'll put something up there. Maybe we can get a PayPal account or something. I'll talk to Eddie tonight after the show. I definitely would like to get some sort of a photograph, something up there to represent, where we can click and donate money, whether it's $1, $10, $100, whatever you guys can afford. I mean, he was a good person, and I think you guys can reach into your pocket and help one of our own, and definitely Sergio was one of us, that's for sure. I appreciate you taking time with us, my man.
For sure, Mats. One more thing.
Yes, sir.
Even if you don't have no money to donate for the cause, for the memorial service, you're more than welcome to show up, and we would love to have you there. The main thing we want to see is we want to see the support for a great person. We want to see the people who care for him and the support for the family.
Amen. All right, brother. I truly appreciate you taking time, and we'll see you out there on April 15th, 5 o'clock.
Perfect. Thank you, Mott.
All right,
I
brother.
really appreciate it.
Take care.
Okay. Bye.
Out. All right, there you have it. Bullet. Good people. All right, so now, tragic story, et cetera, and so forth. I'll finish my other story because I should do that, and then maybe we'll call Mr. Ashy himself, Phil the Pain Collins. But anyway, 3 pit bulls outside. I got a puppy and 2 full grown. I go out there, and Harley's always trying to kill somebody. So I hear him going nuts and whatnot. I go outside, and there's a big-ass, gnarly pit bull outside. He's, like, trying to get over the fence because Harley can damn near hop the fence and whatnot. So I grabbed a pitcher of water and my golf club and basically scared the big, beautiful gray and white pit bull off. He was a big, mean son of a bitch, but he was pretty and whatnot. I would never hit an animal with a fucking golf club unless I absolutely had to. But, yeah, I'm glad he ran down the street because right here at the lab, it's on West Avenue, and that's like a fucking gnarly, busy street here in the No-Town. And it's fucking gangster here fucking the other night. Check this. Like, I got a couple of spots that I reside at and whatnot, but this is the lab. The lab has been my office for fucking 8 years. The center bedroom at this house, at my grandma's house, has been my office because the house that I had out there in Sanger is, whatchamacallit, there's no fucking internet. There's no nothing. You can't get any fucking anything except for satellite. That shit was bootsy. So I've always had my fucking lab set up here at the in the middle bedroom. Just the internet. It was a central location where I could fucking dip in, dip out, et cetera, and so forth. So anyway, the other night I started staying here because we put my grandma in a convalescent home. So I've been staying here more than not, and the lab is in the middle of the fucking ghetto. It's fucking straight up ghetto. Sal from Stealth Armor's fucking been here. The project's been here. Some of the homies have been here. They know how fucking ghetto the lab is. The lab is hella fucking ghetto, okay? So anyway, the mountain house, that shit has shit will kill you. This motherfucking neighborhood has people that'll fucking kill you, okay? So, other night, I'm sleeping. I fucking hear something that shakes the whole fucking house. I don't know if it hit the window. I don't know if it hit the house. I don't know what the fuck, but the dogs, they go fucking ballistic, right? So I get up. I'm digging for the shotgun. Fucking grab the shotgun. Come out into the kitchen. Look out the fucking kitchen window. There's fucking people running up and down the fucking street. I open up the front door. There's a screen security door in the front of this fucking deal. And okay, like right now I'm watching a guy basically trying to steal something out of my neighbor's fucking truck. This is just fucking awesome. there's fucking crime going on as I fucking broadcast to you people. So anyway, I open up the fucking front door. There's a security screen on this fucking house, right? So, I open the door and I hear pop, pop. I'm like, oh shit, motherfucking people are firing guns and shit. So there's an alley across the street, across West Avenue here. So then I fucking decide that, well, gunshots are bad. So I close the fucking front door and I open up the window so, I can clearly see, what the fuck is up here. So anyway, I look outside and I open the front door again because there's people running across my front lawn. So I figured, well, fuck, if they start getting shot, then, I'll worry about it. So I open the front door, I look across the street, and there's like a fucking fire going on and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I guess some gangsters stole a fucking car, lit that shit on fire in the fucking alley. I don't know if they're dropping rounds. I don't know if it was shit from the fucking car popping. I don't know exactly what's going on. All I know is this fucking place is a goddamn ghetto. So that's all I got. But Zach here, needs some help. So let me fucking text Zach on. Okay, so let me do that, and then I'm gonna hop into the quick call options, and hopefully this guy will take my fucking call and talk a little bit about what he's got coming up. So we'll see here. Hopefully this works out. I don't know. It's kind of racist. He may not even take my fucking call because I'm white.
Yeah.
Oh, he did take my call. Okay, it's Mott's, and we're on the air, bro. I wanted to call you real quick. I was just telling him I don't think he would take my call, but you did take my call.
Why would I so him not take your call?
Because I was white. And
if you were child support or something like that, popped on my phone or a number I didn't know, I wouldn't answer it. It said Mott. I'm cool. I'm all right. What's up?
All right, my man. The project stood me up for the Not So Happy Hour tonight. So I basically, or not the Not So Happy Hour, the Real MMA Hour, whatever the fuck this shit is. But basically, I wanted to call you and talk to you because I don't have any guests. So I'm just winging it. And I know you got a fight coming up. How's the weight cut coming, my man? What are we, about 10 days out? 9 days?
Yeah. Actually, 8 or 9. You know me. It's always a tough cut.
I know it is.
I have no sense. I always wait till last minute to start. But I mean, I'm where I'm always at. So the weight's going to be where it's always at. So I'm going to go in there and cut this 10 or 11, 12, 13.
Okay, so basically, like when you first started fighting, you weighed a lot. And basically,
my very first fight, I fought at 205.
Right, exactly. So I was thinking, well, what have you learned from cutting from 205? Because you used to fight at 85s, and then I don't know what the hell, you got hit in the head or something happened to you. You got kicked in the other side of your head, and you decided, well, fuck it, I'm going to go for 170. And I thought, well, this guy's lost his mind. They've kicked his brain out of his head. But
with that, what it was is, I didn't have to really cut weight for 85. I just dieted and I had to lose like 3 or 4 pounds every time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was like, what if I tried to go to 170? These guys, everybody I fought, they're like 6'1", 6'2", and I don't think they were better than me. I just think they were just bigger. I'm only 5'8", and with my fucking shoes off, probably a little shorter. So, Doug Marsh was probably the only one that was my height, and I actually gave him the best fight. And then Leopoldo, he was just too tall. Nate Lochran, 6-something, So I was just like, you know what? If I'm going to do this, let me test myself. So I was like, fuck it, I can make it. I made it.
All right. Now, does that really drain you a lot? Is there a lot of truth to that? Like when you're doing that much of a cut?
I mean, it depends on. To me, I'm so used to it now. To me, it's easy. I mean, I always feel good the next day. I mean, you've been to all my fights you've been to the last 3 that I did at 170. I didn't look drained in none of them, did I?
No, I mean, but the first one it looked painful. You cut to what, 175 or something? Yeah, like at weigh-ins. I felt for you.
I was hurting there. Yeah, I was hurting that. The second, the one with Morris Aldaka, the one I actually had to make 170, I was hurting.
Okay, and then, but I was going to say the last one you were pretty relaxed. You weren't. You were good.
Second time's a little easier.
Okay.
And I trained harder because I was scared of John last year. So I was like, man, I better hurry up. This guy's the real deal.
Okay.
Go in here playing with him. So when you train, it depends how you train. Like right now, I'm training, but I ain't stressing training. I'm just working. This guy shouldn't have a chance no matter where we go.
Okay. Okay, so what do we know about our opponent other than he's from the same city, et cetera, and so forth? You got video on him or what?
I've seen some YouTube stuff and some amateur fights he did the last dance. He looks like he's got a lot of heart. He's going to keep fighting. He's one of them guys, He looks like he's got a pretty good will. He's going to keep, he's going to bring it. And he thinks he can win, so I got to go show him he can't.
Okay.
He obviously took it to win. A lot of people don't go in there saying, I'm going to lose.
Okay, now, ticket sales.
On Facebook, he's already got an after party set up.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I looked at his Facebook after party out down the street somewhere. Google it from the event. I'm like, what the hell, after party?
Uh-oh. Is he trying to party?
Yeah, he's either happy that he's going to get beat up by me and celebrate that he gets to get in the ring with me.
Oh, you can't send him to his after party looking good, bro. You're going to have to do something about that. What is up with that?
Me, it don't matter how I do it. As quick as fast as I can.
Okay. Now,
then I want to get ready for August.
doesn't this guy have like a boxing background or something? I've interviewed him once. I think he has like a boxing background, doesn't he?
I have no. I've watched him. He does some kicking. You can YouTube him. He's got some amateur fights and two pro fights on there. One he got triangle and one he just outwheeled the guy and the guy gave up and he punched on until he quit. So you don't have to worry about me falling down and quitting.
Okay. Now,
I don't. He looks good. He looks decent.
Have you been to this event before? Have you been to this like Plymouth, California spot? I
have no fucking idea where I'm going.
Okay.
I have to Google that shit.
Yeah, me too. I talked to the Galleon Stallion from MMA KO, your boy, my boy. He says that he went to the spot yesterday, and that it's a mountainous region, and it was a little chilly. And basically, this thing is going to be outside, so I'm guessing it's going to be a little chilly, Philly. A little chilly for Philly.
I hear there's 20 fights.
Yeah, dude.
They've like my old gladiator days.
Yeah, it's basically like that.
It's a commission.
It's a commission bout, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they charge more per bout or something when you do the commission. So it actually, I think it costs more to do that many, but I'm not 100% sure if that's the case. I'm gonna have to talk to somebody about the commission about that.
Yeah, I don't know how it works either.
Yeah, so
I just know I hope I'm not number 1918. I'm about to tell them about that.
Yeah, because I mean you're basically going to be sitting around for a while.
Yeah, it's actually kind of weird fighting outside of touch. I haven't done it in so long. I feel like I'm cheating.
Yeah, you're with another woman. I hear you on that, my man.
Yeah, that's how I feel. So I talked to them over there, and they said, get in there, get your win, and come back home.
Well, that's basically why I wanted to call you tonight, because they weren't here tonight, so I figured, well, fuck them, let's talk about the other promotion, and you're my boy, so I was like, I want to talk
about anything.
I want to talk fighting, so the other fighting thing is we got Bad Brad McDonald and a guy that you manage, Jesse Bowen, a guy like
it's good.
Yeah, now
it's gonna be a good fight.
A lot of people.
This is the best Jesse's ever looked. I'm seeing upset. I can't even call it an upset because Brad's my dog, but he hasn't really, I can't name everybody he's fought.
Okay.
I don't even know who he's fought. And Jesse's kind of the same way too. He's fought a couple names, but they beat him. But he actually has the best name on it. He beat Sean Clarksick. At least you can say that.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the Morris Aldako fight in my fight.
Okay.
He's got the record. He typed that, but what's he done? Who's he beat? We all know he's tough. We know his brother. He's good camp, real strong camp. But Jesse's gonna surprise people, especially with 3 minute rounds. I feel that gives Jesse the advantage.
Who's Jesse training?
3 minute rounds?
Who's he training with? Who does he get to roll around? I mean, you kicked the shit out of him, I'm sure, but who else?
Sure, he's kicking my butt now.
Really?
Yeah, his hands are getting really good. I got a boxing guy that comes in and works with him. He's a pro boxer. He's been working with him. I got black belt jiu-jitsu Alex Perez has been working with him. He brings some of his guys in for him.
Okay.
And I took him up to Thrive. He's got to spar with Morales and De Jesus, so I'm making sure he's got the right strikers on him. I'm doing everything right, making sure that
Bro, Perales looked good the other night. You weren't there, but He looked good.
David Prowell's been in some real fights before that fight.
His hair looked fucking horrible. It looked like something like Davy Crockett or some shit. I don't know what the fuck happened to that hair, but like it was a horrible look. But he fought so good, like I had to overlook it. So, shout out to Anthony Prowse. That was tight. So
exactly. Him and Jesse had some good fights before that day. Jesse was going up there a couple times, helping him out. They helped each other. And they were battling. So, I think he brings it like Brad, so I thought he would be the perfect person for Jesse. He's kind of wild. He's going to do it. He's not afraid. So, he sparred with him, a couple times. So then Jesse actually did pretty good. They were in good battles. So, I'm really thinking, Jesse's got this one. I really do. I've trained with them. I know what they do. I know how they fight. I know what's coming. They don't know nothing about Jesse because Jesse's brand new with everything he's doing now. Everything Jesse's doing is new.
What's worse? Is a kick to the rib cage worse than the clinch with the knees? Like what's worse, bro? Are knees bad?
I'd probably say a kick.
Okay, the kicks are bad.
Yeah, the knees they're so close sometimes that they don't hurt that bad. They just look bad.
Okay.
Unless you absolutely just walk into one.
Like Toby Yamada.
Guys who, yeah. But other than that, knees, you're so close to each other. They're hitting you, but you don't feel them that bad much.
Okay.
Now, kicks, you're going to feel that fuck, especially Brad. I know he kicks really good.
Yeah.
And he kicks hard. So I told Jesse, we have to avoid kicks.
Okay.
But, it's a 3-minute fight. When those kind of fights, you don't have time to mess up. If someone gets took down, it's over. Because that's a round loss. 3 minutes, I take 2 minutes, get down, a minute to stand them up.
Oh, that's right. Because they have less than 3 fights, they go 3 minutes. Is that how does that work, Phil?
I have no idea. I've never done 3 minutes.
Okay, I need
3 minutes. I got his contract. It said 3 minutes.
I forgot about that. Because
I got a big smile.
Yeah, because that little Hulk hands guy, when he made his debut, they did the same thing, the 3-minute rounds, and I just thought
so we got excited on that. 3 minutes is good for us.
Well, yeah.
I don't expect neither one of them to get tired on 3 minutes, so it's going to be a war.
Oh, it'll be good. And isn't that what Gladiator Challenge is? I think all of their fights are 3-minute rounds. They're really fast.
They're two 5-minute, aren't they? I don't know.
No, they never get out of the first round, to be quite honest with you. It's pretty fucking rare. I mean, it's rare, but yeah. Anyway, on that. Okay, so we're fighting outside. I got Jesse versus Bad Brad. I'm super duper excited about that. But there's another fight that we need to talk about.
My boy's going to choke your boy.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait.
You would have let me know video of your boy. What's up with that?
And it's fucked up because I like Art Arciniega, and obviously I'm managing Josh Herrick. Like, I don't have anything bad. I can't think of a single bad thing to say about King Art, so I'm not even gonna. But it's like, how can I root against King Art? Like, I'm going to root for my boy, obviously, but at the same time, I can't root against. I wish they could both win. That as gay as that sounds like, but it's like you get to know some of these guys, and it's tough when they fight one another. Like, I don't really dig that shit.
No, it happens. I mean, like me, I've never disliked anybody I fought but one person.
Right.
And other than that, to me, they're all, I don't know, after we fight, we're cool. Like Doug Martin, he knocked me out. Where he bought me a beer the same night. We were laughing about it. And, to me, I feel he got lucky.
Is that one you want back, Phil? Like, you want to get that one again?
Hell no, I don't want to get punched again.
Oh, man. All right. Well,
I'm getting too old to get locked like that. Now, enough money? Yeah.
Well, that one's going down. Herrick versus Arciniega. What? Oh, Anthony's on the card too. That's your boy, Anthony Ruiz.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, tell us about Anthony, who he was fighting, Phil.
He's fighting Gerald Harris. That's a tough fight, UFC vet. But the last 2 UFC vets they brought into him, he beat him.
Yeah.
So, Hector Ramirez actually fought, and then he fought the Professor X guy, he beat him. So.
Right. It's tough to get Anthony fights with all the fights that Anthony has.
Yeah, it's tough for anybody to even fight him.
Yeah.
He has no give up in him, and he does not stop fighting.
No.
He doesn't care where it goes.
Dude.
He will swing and hit.
Yeah, when Gan McGee tried to break his arm, like, I couldn't believe that he didn't tap, dude. That shit was just absurd. Like, he has no quit in him. There's very few fighters like that, bro. I know you're like that. I'll throw Jamie Hara in the boat with that.
Hold up. I ain't like that. Someone works me out.
You don't quit, bro. You don't quit. You're not gonna fucking quit on the fucking stool and shit. I know you. Fuck the dumb shit.
You know how many fucking moves? You know how many fucking times Leopoldo had me caught in tap out moves? I wanted to get tapped out. Fuck, I had to fight out all them fucking moves and still lost.
No,
they need to
because
start changing the rules.
you don't want to look.
Submission, you get out. It should be even.
Yeah, it should. You should at least get a fucking point. If I stopped you, it would be like if you tried to sock me and I blocked your punch. Like that doesn't count as a fucking punch that scored. So
exactly, he shot me like 3 heel hooks and I got out. And I'm like, what the hell? When the fight was over, he thought he lost.
Oh, he did fucking lost. Even his unibrow thought he lost.
But I usually don't go backwards. But I'm excited about the Tachi fights and next weekend. I'm really excited. You know, there's a lot of fights, and there's actually good ones. I like to see Free Tag and Doug Huckabee fight. That's actually a decent fight to watch.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
Tarzan and what's his name, David Suarez or something Suarez are fighting each other for a belt.
Yeah, is that Miniguns? Because I'm almost positive that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. For those of you scoring at home, that's the guy. It was too hot on his feet. It was too hot for his fucking feet to fight at Gladiator Challenge, so he didn't fight Tarzan. So they just pulled some dude out of the crowd that was like $145, and Tarzan fought that guy and won.
Yeah, so now they're going to do it again. So, I mean, that should be pretty. I hear Bushido's on the card.
Yeah, Bushido. I'm pretty excited about that.
It's a pretty stacked card, but, you know, I don't know a lot of them people in that direction because I'm more, you know, I go more south. This is my first time actually going up north to fight. It's actually my first time outside the palace in 7-8 fights, so
right.
It's kind of weird, but, you know, I'm going to see how it treats me, and hopefully I get this win and I get back home in August. You know, I've already got some names scheduled for it. I'm not going to release yet till I get through this. But they gave me a couple of names, so
okay.
I get through this guy, August, it's on. You'll know first.
Okay, well, that's what I want to hear for sure. All right.
Yeah.
All right, well...
how are you doing?
I'm doing damn good, my man. I'm just trying to keep pace here. Sergio Salcido was tragically murdered this week, as you know. I just got off the phone with Bullet. Some fucked up shit, but...
Did you get any more out of it than the guy just walked up to his car and shot him all?
According to Bullet, it was a guy that they had beef with in January at another party, and then... the guy knew that they were going to be in the line waiting at the border to get across the deal. So allegedly that's what went down. I guess it was kind of targeted because they keep, well, they have a suspect allegedly. So they haven't caught anybody, but allegedly they have a suspect. So we'll see what comes to fruition with that. But
does anybody know who the other guy was? I mean, we were talking about Salcido, rest in peace, but who's the other guy?
It was a coworker that they both worked together. So there were 3 guys that worked together at a beverage company, and I guess Salcido took somebody named Chris to the border first, and then he went back and grabbed that Kevin dude. And I guess Kevin was with Sergio at that party when they had beef with the guy that allegedly took both of their lives.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is, and it just, I mean, it's just. I mean, if you can have beef in January, dude, I can't even remember what the fuck who I yelled at 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean? So
you yell at somebody every day.
I know, dude, and I'm always up on this motherfucker. I'm going to be that guy. They're going to come and get me next. But it's like, fucking, it's crazy how your shit can just end like that. I mean, you're just sitting there, you're waiting to go to work, you know?
Man, you ain't lying. It's crazy to me, too. Shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you called me at a good time. I was sitting bored at my son's wrestling practice, laying in the corner playing on Facebook.
Oh, okay. So that's
the perfect person. All right, next topic. What else are we talking about?
He said, "What else are we talking about?" I don't know. What else is? I mean, how's the camp been going? Do you do anything special for this guy, or it's just a fight?
No, I mean, you got to train hard regardless because he obviously thinks he can win. So, I mean, I bring in the same guys that I trained with in Fresno with. They all went with me there. So
right.
They all show up here for me. Only one who I really had been showing up is A-Train, but he came a couple of times to spar with us. I've been up to Drive, and I've sparred with a couple of their guys. My best jiu-jitsu guy is Josh Neal and Alex Perez. I roll with them all the time. One's a black belt, and one should be a black belt. So, I get tapped out a couple of times, but, if you're not as good as them, you're not going to get me. And I don't see him no black belt caliber. Then I bring in a boxing guy who's like 10 times better striker than I am.
Is Josh Neal in shape right now?
He's pretty big. He's about 200, 195. But, he's doing the school thing, and whatever days he gets off, he comes and spars with me. I got a Fabian Sanchez. He's going to be a debuter coming up soon. He's really good, really fast, quick. He's been working with me. He won 7-year. Johnny Fuller, he's 2-0 from last stand.
Well, I'm looking for. They're actually looking for a 170er at Rebel. So
we're cool. He's brand new. I'm just not going to throw him out there. We're going to start, maybe Porterville somewhere. Gladiator Challenge with him. I want to see what he can do before I put him in there.
Okay.
Plus, he don't work, so he don't have no license, so he just trains. And man, he's going to cost to get him a license. I got to find the doctor who. We need to find a doctor. That's what we need to find. A doctor who's willing to do it all for a certain price.
Yeah,
all these prices and where to go. If I can just find a guy and be like, hey, you know what? These guys will pay you $600.
And that's that.
Do it. Yeah. Instead of going to like 10 different doctors.
Yeah, I thought we had that shit worked out at one point, but I'll have to talk to the powers that be and figure out how to get that.
Exactly.
Get that out.
I want next week to hurry up and get here. I want to get these 13 pounds off of me, get it back on, get in there, do what I have to do, come home, taco truck, round table, and fun and beer.
Let me ask you this. Let's say next year they've got a 170-pound tough show. Is that something that Phil the Pain would be interested in doing? You've seen this show.
Absolutely not.
Wouldn't do it.
I mean, personally, I got maybe 1 or 2 fights left. I already told my wife, after this year, I will not be fighting again. I will not, period.
Okay.
So I got to get as much as I can this year, and that's it. I talked to the Palace. They promised I win this fight. I'll be back August, December, out of there. Retire. I even talked to them about working for him. Give me a job, damn it.
Okay.
Let me do something. Shit.
That's curious that you say that, because I was gonna. I'm curious as to what Phil the Pain Collins would do if Phil the Pain Collins wasn't a fighter. I know you'd be a dad and you'd be totally cool with that, like rooting for the Cowboys and taking the kids to fucking wrestling or baseball or whatever it is. Like I could see you doing that and you'd be cool with that shit.
But I'd be fat as hell.
Yeah, you'd be bored though. I mean, you wouldn't be bored. It would be great for you to stay with your kids. I know how you are. You're a great dad and whatnot. But like, what is it that you plan on doing? Are you going to open up a gym? Is that what you wanted to do?
Actually, we just did. We actually got to come check out our gym. We just opened it.
I know you got that going, but is that basically what you want to do every day? Is sit there and train fighters and basically, I mean, be the guy that's in the corner with the bucket?
Yeah, I mean that's the goal, but it's so hard. Like I tell a lot of these young guys, they're always, manage me. I'm like, yeah, manage you, and doing this, but when it comes down to fight, a lot of them don't want to fight like they say they do.
No, they don't. Give me a fight. Here's a fight.
Yeah, exactly. It's happened to me many a time.
Bro.
And then there's times when I get guys to where they're at. I hook them up fights, get them this. They pay me a couple times, and all of a sudden they're talking to promoters on their own.
Right.
I'm like, what the hell? What happened to me?
Right.
Like, Robert handled it. This happened to me with 3-4 fighters.
Wow.
I even got one, that I started. And now he's in the UFC. No names. But, yeah, I hooked up his first 5 fights. Hooked him up. I'm the one who invited him and, showed him where to go.
Wow.
They couldn't even get fights.
No love.
I mean, they got our level over there. They're cool as fuck. I train with them. But then there's other guys who just do their own things. But eventually they call me back. Hey, give me a fight. Give me a fight. Like, I'm cool like that. But I don't mind helping someone get a fight. But, we got our own gym now, so I'm going to see what I can build in there. And if it don't, I'll fucking do whatever I want, I guess. I don't know. I'm afraid what's going to happen. I like Jamie Hara, but, man, I can't see myself fighting over 40. I just can't do it.
Oh, my God, dude. And, he's like
an animal.
He's like the Too Short of MMA. It's like Too Short used to put out a new album every 3 weeks and whatnot. It's like fucking Jamie Hara fights every 3 weeks, dude. It's crazy how many fights he fights.
He is like one of my best. I mean, like one of my favorite fighters, just because of what he does.
Yeah.
I don't care who he fights or how he does it. It's always fighting, and he does not care.
It's irrelevant who he's fighting. I don't give a shit. And I'm like, the fucking asshole that he fought last time kicked him in the face, and dude, I can't even believe that shit. But I thought about it. Fuck yeah, I'd do the same thing. That motherfucker's trying to kill me. I don't blame that guy. I would have probably if I had the shot, I would have fucking kicked Jamie in his fucking head too. But
where are you doing your show tonight? I wish you would have told me. I got to go to Fresno and pick my wife up from the airport at 10. I'd have went down there early.
I swear to God, I'm doing it right in the lab. You're going to see the shit. I'm sitting in my fucking kitchen, dude. It's fucking Hell's Kitchen.
Wow.
I got this puppy and whatnot, so I don't want to go too far away from the puppy. And it takes an hour, maybe hour and a half to set all this fucking bullshit up, all these wires and all this shit. And I'm just tired of moving it. So tonight, I basically set it all up, and now I'm just going to drag it into the fucking corner over here. So every week it's already set up because I just want to hit the power button. It's a fucking pain in the ass to set all this shit up. And then it's like, it's a couple of hours, you know, to edit it and do the sound, and then I got to upload it. Dude, it takes a lot to do this little bullshit show. And I mean, 3 people are watching me live right now because, like, that's what
it says, 3 people?
Yeah, online. Like, 3 people are watching me live because no one has time to watch that shit live right now. You know, it's probably Chris from FD News out there.
Thank you to the 3 people watching.
Yeah, but, like, throughout the week, this show will get between 500 and 2,500 people to watch it. Like, that's what.
Let me see who I want to talk shit about.
Yeah, the taped one. So, yeah, you can drop on anybody. So. You know, if you're not done with Phil Estrada. Well, no, it's not Phil Estrada. It's
Paul Estrada.
Paul Estrada.
Paul Estrada, he's a bitch.
I get him mixed up. I get him mixed up with Eric Estrada.
Yeah, he's like him a bitch, but that's cool. I'm over him now. Don't remind me that. Why remind me of that shit?
Because I think it's funny. That's one of those buttons. Like if I had a soundboard of the buttons to press for Phil the Pain to set him off, I know that would be one.
Yeah, that motherfucker. Yeah, so let's change the subject on that one.
All right.
What else we got? What else is coming? We got May 5th, party at the Den. I'll be there. Weigh-ins for Tachi 9. I'll be there partying all night. So if anybody out there.
Oh, God.
Hey, Cinco de Mayo, Thursday night, we will be partying at the Den.
Okay.
It will be going wild, crazy. I won't be fighting, so I will be just there to party.
So the Den is still open because I didn't know if they were. I didn't know if they were turning it down.
Oh, if it is, the party will be in my room then.
Dude, I don't even know what the bar is, but like last time, the bar that's in the hotel, that's the one to kick it at, dude.
Oh, then over there.
That motherfucker is mellow, dude. You can just get in there and just fucking do your thing, dude. And just, if you want to go down to the one that we always party at, the one with the patio and shit. I don't know what the fuck that one is, but...
I know where it's at.
You know how packed that son of a bitch gets? Well, you know, I don't want to give away all my trade secrets and whatnot because I know the Tachi Pals will be watching this. But, yeah, we had a really good time last time in that deal.
I'll be there. This will be my first time to really get to party this time. I'm not fighting for one. So, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, party at the Den or wherever. Somewhere in that casino, I'll be partying.
Oh, I don't doubt that. I know how that shit goes down.
It will be going down.
All right.
So if you're listening, May 5th, we're partying at the Palace.
Okay, so now the one thing that I'm a little bit concerned about is Jesse Bowen and the weigh-ins.
I'm not.
But you know how he fucking gets at the weigh-ins, dude.
I think they're going to be cool now. I think they're going to be cool. They got a lot of respect for each other.
Yeah, I hope so, because I don't want Jesse...
But if they both do get mad pretty easy. So
I know,
it could be...
yeah, that's not going to be cool. So we need him to chill.
This is one of the matches where, you know...
I just want to see him make it to the cage.
To me, I feel this is how this match is going to be. Jesse Bowen has always felt like he's got something to prove to Last Dan. And Last Dan always thinks that he sucks and they can beat him. So this is one of them fights where I think the girl's going to bring it. You know, like Bad Brad does not want to lose to Jesse.
No.
Jesse don't want to lose to him. Because Jesse would be damned because, you know, they got to score in our town.
Right.
We're not in their town. They're in our town. So they got to score in our town. So Jesse be damned that they're going to come and beat us, you know. And I just refuse to let him lose like that. I'm like, you know, I got to do my best to make sure he gets through this, you know. And I've took him everywhere. And, you know, I've had him up in AK, San Jose. I've had him in Fresno. I took him to Thrive. I brought in the best guys that I can get with him in here. You know, and it's just one of the matches where it's like a make or break for Jesse. Like, fuck this, you know. He just can't go out like that. I mean, I expect a good fight. I know how tough Brad is, so it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be the fight of the night. 3 minutes, neither one of them get tired. They'll swing for 3 minutes each.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm pretty excited about it. The card is stacked from top to bottom. I can't remember who they picked. Somebody put some picks up in the Talk Shitsu forum today, and I can't remember which one they picked, but they picked one side or the other for every single fight. And I want to say it's Bad Brad in the second round by TKO. I think that's what they said.
Wow.
But I can't remember.
I'm not going to do any. I ain't going to do any predictions because that's just how I don't want to curse nobody. So I just think it's going to be a good fight. I mean, they're going to go at it. I just know it. It might be the first fight of the night. Just set it off like that. Fuck it.
Right.
You know, and I just can't. But I feel bad.
Oh,
I really
hey, check this out. Now, our man, one of the 3 live people that we have is Bullet, apparently. And Bullet says, tell PTP I got first round, and he knows why.
first. Oh, yeah. He owes me a drink. He bet against me on something. What did he bet me on?
Uh-oh.
Oh, the damn Utah Jazz could beat the Kings. Hell no.
Oh, all right.
But if the Kings leave Sacramento, I don't know if I'll watch basketball again.
Oh, it's like that, huh?
Yeah, I won't root for nobody else. And if we go to LA, I don't ever root for Southern California.
I know. Dude, it was so hard when the Raiders moved there. But the chicks are hot, dude. So, but you're a married man, so we won't talk about that.
Exactly. Let's not do that.
But, yeah, I hear you on that when your team up and moves. But, I mean, if the Raiders moved to Minnesota, I'd still follow them. They're my fucking team, period.
Yeah, that's how football's different.
He said football's a hoops. Fuck it. It's a broken deal if your asses move. If you become the fucking Oklahoma team, fuck you.
Yeah, I'm done. And I can't go for the Bay Area if I'm not hyphy. And I'm not going for Southern California because I'm not.
He said I'm not hyphy.
I'm not hyphy. I'm not going for the Bay Area.
So you've liked the Kings your whole life?
Since they moved to Sacramento.
Oh, okay.
I grew up a big Piston fan. My whole life I thought it was Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Rodman, Sally, Dantley. You know, I grew up on them. Dave Bean.
Dude, Lambeer. Dude, I don't know if you know this. Did you ever see the show when you were a kid, Land of the Lost?
Yes.
Did you know that Bill Lambeer was a slee stack? One of those.
No way, I didn't know.
I swear to God, Bill Lambeer was a fucking slee stack. Yeah. That's some good shit, dude. So there's a little worthless trivia for the fucking planet. Well, all right.
I didn't know that.
I want to thank you for taking some time with me, and quite a bit of time you did take with me today, my man.
No problem.
Anybody you want to shout out before we let you go here on our impromptu edition of the Real MMA Hour?
Actually, I got some people to shout out. You're probably gonna get upset, but I am gonna do it anyway.
Do it.
I'm gonna shout out to your favorite person, Hit Boy, because he set up the fight at Rebel. Enrique for letting me fight on his show. Tachi Palace for letting me go over there and come back home after this fight. Richard Goodman, Jeremy, Jacob, you, MMA KO, Finish Fightwear, Stealth Armor, Thug Fightwear. What else? I know I'm forgetting somebody. I always fucking do. Oh, God, the guy who makes the cards. He hooked me up.
Oh,
let's give him a shout out.
I don't know who that guy is, dude.
You hooked me up with him.
What? The business cards. Save Prince, Kalen.
There you go. Save Prince.
Armad, Kalen, yes.
Make sure we give him some love. I couldn't remember.
Absolutely.
I got it on all my gear. And you know Cage Radio will be on my gear.
Awesome.
And let's get to next week. Let's whoop his ass. Let's whoop Victor Moreno's ass. And then we get the party May 5th up in Tachi.
All right.
I really hate to be there sad coming off a loss. And I'm not going out like that.
I hear you.
And then August, PTP will be back at Tachi.
Well, you're going to tell us who the opponent is after you TCB on Saturday. So
exactly. Let's get out of this one, then we can talk about that. Because if I lose, I'll be mad that I'm fucking talking about a fight I'm not going to get now.
Right.
If I lose to this guy, I might have to fucking retire.
Oh shit! It's like that, huh?
Yeah, Tachi don't want losers. They want the winners.
Yeah, they're not feeling that shit. That's why Casey Escola hasn't been back. And then Arlesio just fucking lost when he was overseas, so I don't know what the fuck they're going to do with that.
Dang, how'd he lose, you know?
He got knocked the fuck out, or it was a TKO, but he lost. Damn. Yes.
Dang, if I could have just landed that punch. I was trying hard, too.
The same night that the Sandman got fucking armbarred in Poland.
It was, about that guy.
Yeah, it was the same deal. Sandman.
He'll be a GC fighting for belt soon.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah. And Hara, dude. Hara's fighting for another belt. That's odd.
I know. Oh, wow. How many belts has he got? He's got a collection. Every fucking organization around here, he's had their belts except Tachi.
Yeah, Anthony has one of his belts, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, leave that one alone. But other than that, yeah, thank everybody. Even you for giving me the call, spending some time with me today. I wasn't doing shit. Now I'll knock 13 pounds off, and next weekend, Rebel Fighter. Get your tickets, rebelfighter.com.
You got any left?
I don't.
Yeah, you sold them all. I saw you had a ticket countdown going on Facebook. 6 left, 4 left.
Yeah, let them know.
Only 2 left.
I'm like, ass out. Hey, 0 now.
Exactly.
Ass out.
All right, my man.
There and do my thing. You're going to be there, right?
Yeah, dude, I'm going to be there. Absolutely. It's next weekend.
Make sure you record it, because these fuckers, I don't know if they're going to give me my copy.
Dude, American Cage Fighters are going to be there. They're the save-all.
Yeah. but they're going to do like only the fights that are really important. 20. I don't know if I'm important enough. I don't know how popular I am up north.
I'll fuck somebody up over there if they don't fucking put your shit on the show, dude.
And we're there then. We need to get me on a show, an interview or something.
Yeah, we do.
You know, I've seen some scrubs on there. I'm a little upset.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that shit. We'll definitely have to fix that shit. All right, my man. Well, I appreciate it. You taking time with me. Take care.
Anytime, just give me a call.
All right, brother. Take care. Phil the Pain Collins. All right, brother. Out. All right, there you have that. So, Phil the Pain Collins. Shout out to my man Bullet, because I know you're watching. Shout out to the Raiders. Shout out to the Giants, obviously. San Francisco Giants it is. Shout out to Team Carnage, Rumsey, Jeff Yurton for no good reason, Jamie Hara, Mike Gonzalez, Mutt, the rest of the posse over there. I'm sure I'm forgetting a bunch of motherfuckers. But shout out to MMA KO. I think that pretty much is it. The project did not join us. So now here's the deal. Every week, if the project doesn't join us or whatever, fuck him. We're just going to do it. I'll just wing it. I'll have guests set up. And every Tuesday night from the fucking lab, it's going down. That's pretty much how it's going down. So for everybody at the show, I guess tonight that would be just me. As always, good night now.